All right, today we're going to fill out our quarter one reflection about how we did in math. So we're going to want to go to our Math Schoology page. So you're going to click on your Math Schoology page, click into today's folder, and then click on the quarter one reflection Google Slides. Yours is going to look different than mine, obviously, because mine is teacher view, but in your student view, it's going to look something like this. So first of all, congratulations on finishing your first quarter of sixth grade. That's amazing. The change from elementary school to middle school is huge. So you should be super proud of yourself for getting through this first quarter of middle school. So we're just going to reflect on math today. So we're not going to look at all of our classes. We're just going to focus on math. This first slide is going to be an example. Okay, so we're going to be filling out the table on slide 3. You're going to notice how they're all empty, and you're going to go through and fill those out. Let's look at the example though, so we can figure out how to do that. So you're going to go to PowerSchool and you're going to look at your math grade. Okay, so when you look at your schedule on PowerSchool, it'll say Math 6 or Accelerated Math 6 if you're in my accelerated class, and it's going to tell you what letter grade and what percent. Okay, so the C is the letter grade, the percent is the 75. So in our table, we would fill out our C, which is our letter grade, and our 75%. Then you're going to actually click on that C or that 75. Okay, and it's going to open up your list of assignments. It's going to look something similar to like this. Okay, so when you click on that, you're going to see your list of assignments. When we are going through and filling out this table, it wants to know the number of missing or late assignments. Now, I did not mark anything late this quarter. Next quarter, I am going to start marking assignments late, meaning you get less credit, less points, okay, when you submit something late than when you submit it on time. So no one should have any late assignments this quarter because I did not mark anything late in order for you to get used to middle school. But you might have missing assignments. So for example, this student has 1, 2, 3 missing assignments. Again, we're not going to have any late, but then you would just add those together if you did have late ones. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, this student would have 1, 2, 3 missing assignments. So they would put in a 3 for missing assignments. Then we're going to count how many grades in the grade book are a D or an F, just for math. So we're going to go down over here where it says the grade, right here, and count how many are D's, how many are F's. So let's start with D's. I don't see any D's here. If we go to the example, for example, there were no D's there either. So in the table, we would put 0 for the D's. Then we're going to go through and count the F's. So then we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then we'd put a 5 for the F's. These ones we do not add together, we do them separately. So D's are a separate number than F's. Okay, A's, B's, and C's are what we consider passing. A D is technically passing, but it's not a grade that we want you to achieve. We want to achieve higher than that. A C is what we consider average. A B would be above average, and then an A above average as well. Once you filled out this table using PowerSchool, remember we don't check our grades on Schoology for math, we check them on PowerSchool. So we're going to want to check that on PowerSchool and fill out that table. Then there's just a couple questions in here that you're going to want to answer. So this first slide says reflect on what you noticed from looking through your math grade in PowerSchool on the previous slide. I have some sentence starters for you. You'll just want to delete out those 3 dots. So I noticed that I had a lot of F's on assignments. I was surprised by the number of missing assignments that I have. Okay. Then you'll go to the next slide. Okay. And then just keep filling out these reflections. So what did you succeed at? Some things you did well. Explain. So I don't just want you to list some things that you did well. I want you to explain it. Same thing with some things you struggled with, some things that were hard. Explain. What is a goal you can set for quarter 2 based on something you struggled with? So like, let's say I struggled with turning my assignments in on time. One goal that I could have for next quarter is getting all my assignments turned in on time. Okay. If I had like 10 missing assignments, my goal could just be getting my assignments turned in, period. If I did really poorly on my tests or quizzes, I could make a goal of studying harder or completing study guides for the quizzes and tests and checking them back through, studying in the morning. So there's a bunch of different goals that you could have depending on what you did. okay, throughout the quarter. If you did really well this quarter, just try to um, extend how could you do better? What's a goal for something that you could do better at? And then last but not least, what are some things that you can do to help you achieve your goal? Because writing a goal is super important, but then it's really hard to achieve a goal if you don't have things that you can, like action steps that you can do every day to get you there. So if my goal is to get all my assignments turned in, one thing I can do is write down what assignments I have every day in a planner. Another thing I could do is um, when I get home, go look at Miss Lakin's homework planner to see what assignments were assigned that day to make sure that I got it done. Another thing I could do is put a sticky note on my binder that reminds me to turn in my assignments at the beginning of class. Okay, so some action steps that will help you achieve your goal. When you're done, you'll just go back to Schoology and you'll click your submit. Again, mine looks different because it's a teacher view, but you'll just click that submit, and then you are done with your quarter one reflection slides.